Alrighty, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Rob's Networkers Traffic Leads to Income VM Sunday Night Hangout. My name is Rob Gearing. I'm joined tonight by my special guest, Ken Wolf. He is one of our affiliates, leaders in Traffic Leads to Income VM, and he is a panelist, and this is his first time doing it, so we're going to wish him the best. I think he's going to do great. In our practice sessions, he killed it. He was awesome. So we're going to talk tonight about a few matters. My name again is Rob Gearing. I'm the admin and owner of the Traffic Leads to Income VM and the Rob's Networkers and Traffic Leads to Leverage. And I'm also a life changer in Total Takeover. So wear a few different hats, and I'm proud to be your presenter tonight. And we're going to talk about thank you pages and what they mean to your business, what they mean in the internet marketing sense when it comes to using lead capture pages to generate leads. But there's such a thing as a thank you page that after a person fills out a form, we've all seen lead capture pages with a name and an email address or maybe a couple more fields that are required or asked for. But once that form is filled out, a lot of people end up being taken to a generic company, thank you for subscribing. We have so much power. We have so many opportunities of different things to display in that second viewing. And if you're using a double opt-in system, which means the email address has to be confirmed, there's another opportunity to show another page to somebody. So there's a lot of power that's sort of hidden behind the thank you pages. And one of the things that Traffic Leads to Income VM and the 7 Steps of Success do is point that out to you in the training in the 4th step that we teach. So we're going to talk a lot about that tonight. I'm going to give you my perspective. Ken's going to give you his perspective. Then we're going to open it up to questions. So I just turned on the Q&A, and I'm loading that up right now. You can start even now. You can start putting in some questions and some comments. It looks like Rebecca's here and Nick. So if you're not getting it on YouTube, I would switch over to Google+. I posted that in the Skype groups. Google+ is good because you can also be interactive and ask questions. And I think if you're on YouTube, there's a link that says click here to be part of the conversation. That fires you over to Google+, and then you can close YouTube. So YouTube's good for the recording side. Everything's captured and archived over there. So that's why I like that so much. So I'll be watching. I'll be looking at these comments, myself and Ken, and we'll be answering some questions for you about thank you pages tonight. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to go into screen share now. So I'm going to click on my screen share, and we're going to share the entire screen. And you won't be seeing my ugly mug. You're going to be seeing my ugly screen, or my pretty screen, whichever way you slice it. So I'm going to hit share, and there we go. So I am now screen sharing. I'm going to move over to my browser. And I wanted to point to your attention the latest blog article. You can find that at trafficleadstoincome.com/blog. That's the latest blog article, and that's this one right here. No, that's this one right here. Actually, that's not that one. So that's our update for May 2nd to 15th. We did it. We worked on it last night, so hence the date. So if you go to trafficleadstoincome.com/blog, you're going to see the latest and greatest article. So what we want to talk about is step 4 in Traffic Leads to Income VM. We've done some enhancements. So I'm going to go into my back office at Traffic Leads to Income VM, and we're going to talk about step 4. But before you get into step 4, you have to do steps 1, step 2, and step 3. We're offering you now. We've always done it, but it's been kind of hidden, and now it's really out there for everybody to see. A custom thank you page that you can use internally with Traffic Leads to Income VM or externally, and it works with your lead capture page that you get by default when you join Traffic Leads to Income VM. But you gotta, when you're using my viral mailer, I don't rush you to start mailing because I'm not sure everybody really, has all the training information, if you will. It has all the background that they're ready to really be blasting ads. And a lot of people say, I'm an expert, I've been around a long time. It never hurts to go through training and to get a perspective, especially from somebody that's been on the internet for over a decade, building lead capture pages, building monster lists, and doing it time and time again, worth the 15 minutes to half an hour time investment on a free, not a paid for. We give you the training for free to show you how to effectively build a list using viral mailers. So a lot of people in my mailer are bypassing the training, taking their company, real complicated, messy website, throwing it in there, and then saying, I'm not getting any results. This is ridiculous. There's no success here, using these mailers. But the reason is they're not doing it correctly and they're not taking the time to go through the training. So take the 7-step training, and then you're going to be confident to use the mailer in Traffic Leads to Income VM and any viral mailer safe list that's out there. So that's what we ask. But again, it's up to individuals in life to grab opportunities and training that's put in front of them. That's the choice that we make. We either know it all or we're open to coaching and feedback. And those that know it all, there's maybe a tiny percentage that are fine, but the vast majority really didn't and are passing up on a lot of success and growth. But that's just the way of life, I guess. So so it's really important that you take the training, that you fill out your profile, because these thank you pages that we're making for you that work with your lead capture page, they need your picture. So you need to put that in. That's in the profile. And it's also mentioned in step 3. You need to tell me what your social networking IDs are, and I'll show those to all your people that are looking at your thank you page. You need to put in a testimonial in the profile. That'll populate to your thank you page. So all these are critical steps. There's a method to the madness as to why we say in step 1, go to your profile and update it. Step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a organized, structural way to make sure that everything is aligned correctly, so you get the most out of the program and your lead capture pages and your thank you pages and everything. If you have no autoresponder and you leave that form code box empty in step 4, you still have a working splash page. Right now it's inactive, where if they fill in the name and the email address, it doesn't go anywhere. They're taken right to your thank you page, which essentially takes people into Traffic Leads to Income VM and gets you a sign-up, a member of your downline. Nothing wrong with that. But my future enhancement coming hopefully by June 1st, I put that out there as, worst case scenario. I want to get this done quickly. So we are going to actually save that information. So for those new people out there that aren't ready to jump into an autoresponder, we're going to give you a mini autoresponder within Traffic Leads to Income VM. So it's going to capture your leads. It's going to show you those email addresses. It's going to send out the 5-part email series formatted to all your specifications in those emails for you. All the nuts and bolts I don't have set yet, but I know theoretically what it's going to look like. I can see it in my head. And there'll be some other enhancements too. I don't want to get into every detail about it until I get the programming done. But it's going to maybe not function as good as an Aweber, okay, or an autoresponder like that. But it's going to be pretty darn good for a viral mailer and for a mini autoresponder until you're ready to move up to the big leagues and really get serious about building your list. So it's going to give you, the new member, a little extra training and development, and for our experienced members, you still use your form code box, and it works in sync with your autoresponder. And now with the debut of the thank you pages and actually giving you a link that works externally, because before those links were only for internal use only. So now you can take that thank you page and you plug it into your autoresponder. So if you have a campaign, for those that are familiar with autoresponders, in your campaign settings, it asks you, is it a double or single opt-in? What's your thank you page? What's your confirm page? You now have a link that you can use for that, amongst other choices that you have when it comes to setting up your thank you pages and confirm pages. So that's exciting. I'm really looking forward to the enhancement, working with my programmer and bringing that to you. So I feel really good about where we're positioned as a company, and I hope you do as well, and continue to promote, continue to get the word out, and let's just rock and roll the rest of 2015. So I don't like the bravado, and I don't make giant claims and different things. But we are coming up on we're under 1,000 away from 20,000 members. We have over 10,000 active subscribers. We're the only viral mailer in the world that has its own 7-step training system for list building, and we're ranked by major rankers like Listupla. We're #1 in rapid downline again. So every week we go up and down, but Sean Suppley's Rapid Downline, which you can find in the Traffic Leads to Income BM Downline Builder, rank us #1, the #1 viral mailer in the world. So that's sometimes that's what hurts us sometimes. We are so effective as a viral mailer that people forget that our roots and our foundation come from the 7 steps of success, the original Traffic Leads to Income formula. So I didn't want them to be separate programs for a reason, so we have to understand how it all works together and not let one piece of the puzzle overshadow another. Okay, so just to continue on the trafficleadstoincome.com blog article, we thank you for being at our Hangout tonight. We ask you to go through your 7 steps of training for your own development and to get 10,000 credits and $10 in cash. So make sure you've made that claim. Every step gives you a payout. Every step gives you a payout. Look at your promo code and make sure you enter that to get 500 mailing credits just for listening to me and reading the blog article. Again, at trafficleadstoincome.com/blog. And more promo codes are given in that blog article as well. So that's my standard features and benefits of Traffic Leads to Income BM that are on that page, and all the places to grab thousands and thousands of credits. We are in Truckload of Ads. You can join it from the Traffic Leads to Income BM Downline Builder and go to within Truckload of Ads. There's a special promo code for another 10,000 credits in Traffic Leads to Income BM. Traffic Codex, loaded with codes. One of the programs that we have a great promo code for is escaping me. Top viral mailers. Again, we're listed there. Promo code. So I've given a lot of owners a lot of promo codes for their members and for you who join these things from the Downline Builder, so that you can get credits, banner ads, text ads, and cash in some cases. So I give you all the clues you need to clean up on every single promo code. I don't think I've left anything under the table on that. So please grab your promo code and enjoy that. You will notice also, you know what? I didn't do this, and I'm going to go to my admin panel. You're going to watch me. You're going to watch me at work here. I'm going to go to my login offers. I'm offering a $124.97 special for a lifetime upgrade, and that's every time you log in. Everybody will see it. We're just going to go for that offer tonight. So it is a every login offer for all members, update, and you're going to see that. Okay. Along with various and sundry other credit offers and things depending on your level. So that's taken care of. I'd like to come back to the blog now. And I think that's really it for that article. Please comment. Give me your comments, tweet it out, like it, share it on LinkedIn, see all these social IDs and stuff like that. This is part of our getting the word out, so more people can be successful online versus less. And our goal is to create an earnings funnel for you, but you've got to get everything set up before that really becomes a reality. So before I get Ken's thoughts on things and then open it up to our viewers with their questions, let me just take you into the back office of Traffic Leads to Income BM and show you in step 4. It's puts it right out there, your thank you page URL. So I'm going to click on that. See how it has my picture. Mine is configured for Traffic Leads to Leverage, which you can find information on at the trafficleadstoincome.com/blog. It has some standard verbiage which you can edit. These thank you pages are editable. Again, your picture, your social IDs, your testimonial that's in your profile. Some of these elements you'll recognize from your referral page. So in that profile, that stuff is working into your referral page, and now it's working into your thank you page. So a lot of reason again to make sure that you're active and you update your profile and stuff like that. So that's what the thank you page looks like. What else? I think I've talked for about 15 minutes. I'm going to get Ken's perspective on thank you pages, and then I may have a little bit more information to share. But that was really the big enhancement, is making it work correctly. We noticed some people, there's one other thing I did want to show. If I hit edit my thank you page, if it's not showing correctly in the WYSIWYG editor, the same place where we work on our lead capture pages, there's a reset button. So any changes you can save. If you think it's wonky and need to reset it, hit the reset, and that'll put you back to default. And based on your membership level, that's how many lead capture pages that you can build. I'm at the highest level, Traffic Leads to Leverage, lifetime member. So I can build unlimited. So can JV members. Graduates 10 and undergraduates 2. But this is really cool. So I'll show you a lead capture page. I've made many different ones. Here's one that I did for TTO, Total Takeover. So when I bring it up from that drop-down menu, that drop-down menu that's right below Create New Lead Capture Page, that's where I choose. It throws it into the WYSIWYG editor, and I can make changes. I can actually hit Source and actually change code if I'm a coder, or I can hit that source button again and bring it back to the what you see is what you get format. And notice that it gives me a link for that URL, that lead capture page, and it gives me my thank you page everywhere. So it's really out there, your lead capture page that you're working on and what that thank you page will be. But unless your code box is blank, mine is not blank. So my thank you page has to be aligned within my autoresponder that I've chosen. That code corresponds to. Okay, so that's the nuts and bolts. I changed, based on these changes, I did redo the verbiage. So I'm always, when I make a change, I reread the instructions and make the appropriate changes. And we still have our very nice videos that are embedded in different points of the training for your enjoyment. And at this point, I'm going to take it out of screen sharing. Coming back to you, Ken. Let me come back to here. I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to see if I come back on. And I got Carlos on board too tonight. So, Ken, you're unmuted, looks like. So let's hear what you got to say about lead capture pages. And then after Ken, we have Carlos, another one of our leaders within Traffic Leads to Income VM. And he's going to give his take on the correlation between lead capture pages, thank you pages, and how it all relates to Traffic Leads to Income VM. Okay, over to you, Ken.
Well, thank you very much, Rob, and thank you for this opportunity to come on and share my excitement about Traffic Leads to Income VM, viral mailer, and certainly your blog, all the links in there. And I will say that step 4 and going through those steps was the most difficult for me. And the reason for that is because of the autoresponder. Now, I know a lot of people do not use autoresponders, and I've known about them for years and really put it off because I really didn't like autoresponders. But I'm getting to the point now where I see, in order to be successful, you can do so much more when you do use an autoresponder. So I'm doing that now. I've got a couple of different broadcasts going out, autoresponders, one for Traffic Leads to Income VM, and I've gotten a really good response to that. I've had 43 people opt in on that in just a couple of weeks. It hasn't been that long, and I have like the 7 or 5 or 7 email follow-up emails that are in the back office of Traffic Leads to Income. Those have gone out. They go out in 5 days. There's a few people that did not confirm their list, join the list. Well, they joined the list, but they didn't click the confirmation. So there's a little tab there that tells you That's an autoresponder, not, don't want to get this confused. I'm using the Rocket Responder, and that's connected with ClickTrack Profit and all of that group. But um, there's a resend button for that, and so I send it back out again, give them a second chance to confirm, and they have to confirm that they want to receive your messages before the different messages, a welcome message and a message to encourage them to take the steps to go through and traffic leads to income 1 through 7, and you get rewarded all along the way, more more credits, little promotion codes that you put in after each step that you do, and there's a lot to learn there. And Rob says it's so easy. It was hard for me. It may be hard for you, but every time that I would make a mistake or do something wrong, Rob Rob would let me know, and I would correct. He works with you. You simply ask a question, and he's there to help you every step of the way. And I will be too if you join in my list and that sort of thing. So, other than that, Rob, I think, let's see, the Skype group. It would be good to join the Skype group if you have questions. That's another way to get help in traffic leads to income system. So be sure and join that, and and connect with me, and I'll help every step of the way that I can. Thank you, Rob.
Okay, you're welcome. Good job, Ken. Thank you. Okay, so Carlos, so your thoughts on the subject matter tonight about thank you pages.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Yeah, thank you pages. I mean, they fit right in with the autoresponders and the system that Rob has set up with traffic leads to income. Basically your subscribers, once they subscribe to your autoresponder, basically the thank you page can take them basically anywhere you want them to go, direct them to, and you're thanking them for subscribing to your list, and then you can have a link to the offer or download whatever you may be offering them at that time, depending on the what you're offering for them. And Rob did a great job of laying out the steps that you need to go through to set up the system in traffic leads to income VM. So that's pretty much my 2 cents.
Yeah, very good. I appreciate your input tonight, Carlos. And looking at the question list here, so you guys can crank us out some questions, and we certainly, one of the three of us will be able to answer them for sure. So I saw that Nick wrote here, can you use that with Rocket Responder? That's the beauty of the traffic leads to income VM system, is that those lead capture pages are universal. So it works with any autoresponder in the world. There's no, because all it's contingent upon is having form code. You got to do all the heavy lifting. So it is an intermediate to advanced concept. We bring beginners in to teach them to become intermediate and advanced marketers. That should be everybody's goal, is to, like when you go to college, you're a freshman, but you want to be a sophomore and a junior and a senior and graduate. So it's really that thought process. We have a lot of advanced guys that jump in, and it's like they're done in seconds. And as Ken said, it's not that easy. And I guess I've been around so long that everything like that seems easy, but it's not. It's reading and studying and just breaking it down and asking good questions and not being afraid to do that. It's just taking the time. There's no rush for success is one of my credos. Take your time. If you're not succeeding, especially, there's no rush to, I'm in a hurry. I'm in a hurry going nowhere. Take the time to get it tight and get it right. So Rocket Responder, Aweber, Listwire, Team Elite Responder, GVO, Traffic Wave. There's probably more that I'm missing. Those are some biggies that are out there. So if you can create a campaign, if you can edit your letters, if you can, and the letters are in your affiliate toolbox section of Traffic Leads to Income VM. If you've got that already, copy and paste those letters in. That's creating your campaign, say to Rocket Responder. We're going to edit it to our taste. We're then going to grab the form code, paste that in the box, and it's going to superimpose into the already framework that you're given in Traffic Leads to Income VM. And you have the ability, as I said, based on your membership level, to build as many of these as you like. And that's what's always going to be on there is your campaign, associated campaign form code. What we're shooting for ultimately is, again, to appeal to the beginner a little bit more, but still have the capability for the advanced user. So we're going to create that intermediary bridge for a mini temporary in-house autoresponder that will bridge people to either say that's good enough for me, that's building a list for me. There is some mailing capability. We may make it dependent on whether you're upgraded or not, whether you have to use credits or not to broadcast. That'll be unique in the field, not done before, to my knowledge. So I've taken some best practices from a couple of programs that I've seen out there, and that's how we do it in this industry. So, you know, but nobody does it quite like Traffic Leads to Income VM. We have not really successfully been copied in over 7 years, 5 to 7 years. I didn't start losing track. Probably 7 years, let's just say. This Traffic Leads to Income gave way to Traffic Leads to Income VM. Before that, the program that I owned had a lead capture system. I've been doing this for quite some time, and it's not going to stop. It's only going to get better, and those that follow will be rewarded. Any other questions? Let's see. Let me scroll up to the top here. Nobody got anything else? We are at the 8:57 point. I was telling Ken earlier that Total Take, we usually transition into the TTO Live fireside chat on Sundays, but they're not really having a new one, if they're having anything at all. So there's going to be a conference for Total Takeover tomorrow at ttolive.com at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Total Takeover is free to join from your Traffic Leads to Income VM downline builder. So certainly something that many of us are partnered with and working on to provide our list and our followers more tools, more resources, and more income. But so no rush to get to the 9 o'clock fireside because, as far as I know, it's either it may be recorded, prior information, or they may not even have it at all. I'm not sure. So, but you certainly can go over and you can see if they have anything happening there or a recording. But I was hoping to get a few more questions and comments. So I think those show up at the top. Oh, okay, they show up at the bottom, the new materials, so that's a learning here. Okay, so who's asking, sorry, can't see where to do that with thank you page in Rocket Responder? Oh, okay, Nick. I'm not a Rocket Responder user, so in your campaign, can you guys, Ken, do you see the Q&A on the right-hand side, right? Okay, you may not be hearing me, Ken. So, Nick, I'm not familiar with Rocket Responder. I don't use it. But somewhere in that campaign, somewhere there, it's going to allow you to configure thank you and confirm. But I just don't know where to tell you. Carlos, do you have any experience, or Ken, with Rocket Responder that you can answer Nick's question?
Well, hey, Rob, I didn't see the question Nick asked, but if Nick can contact me directly through Skype at we're connected, ken.wolf1 in Skype or on Facebook, and you know, I can answer those questions probably. Would you repeat the question?
Yeah. The question that Nick had, so that's great if you could connect with him, Ken. What the question was I can't see, Rob, I can see there that I put the thank you page code. In my other responder, I have that option, and it's easy to find. So I'm not sure if I'm reading that correctly. I can see there that I put in the thank you page code. In my other autoresponder, I have that option, and it's easy to find. So I think he may have found it, but it's just a little different format. But just still touch in with him, Ken, just to make sure that Nick's okay.
Sure, I will.
Very good. Mary, good evening. Hello. Yeah. So yeah, and then he followed up with, sorry, can't see where to do that with the thank you page in Rocket Responder. So sometimes it's code, sometimes it's just a URL. I'm used to just putting URLs in for thank you and confirm page. So so Ken will be with you on that, Nick. Any other questions, thoughts, comments? So if anybody needs to go, that's certainly fine. I don't want to hold anybody here. We have a good many viewers tonight, so that's very encouraging. That's just people watching us live that we can track. We don't track YouTube, and then we can see how many page views that the YouTube video has. It's usually pretty healthy, so a lot of people watch on the recording as well. So that's good. Hopefully our viewership will grow. You guys, Carlos and Ken, keep promoting, keep letting people know we're doing this. Invite your lists, invite your downlines, your friends, followers to come over with us on Sunday nights, and we should grow a pretty good following. Any other questions, comments from Mary? Anything more from you, Nick? Rebecca? Because I do have one other thing to say. Let me just see if Ken, do you have anything else for the good of the whole tonight?
I'm just going to say that, thank you for everybody that came tonight and for everybody that's going to view this later. And also, get in touch with me if you need help either in Skype or in Facebook. And I'm looking forward to promoting this tonight. There's a lot of lists, that I use to get the word out. And I like to keep a balance in what I do. And recently in Click Track Profit, we got this team thing, and we've been getting into competition and experience points, and it involves a lot of clicking, and it's distracted me a little bit from some of the normal things that I do and promoting the great programs that we have to promote. And certainly, traffic leads to income is one of the most valuable things that you can share with others. And I kind of brand myself as a person that I don't promote something unless it's something that I use, I like, and I'm looking forward to promoting Traffic Leads to Income tonight. So.
Okay, thanks, Ken. How about you, Carlos? Any final words from you, Carlos?
Basically, just basically just follow the steps. Take your time going through them, and make sure you read through everything, and you'll get your system set up. And once you do, just one step at a time, and that's how you'll get where you're looking to go.
Okay, thank you, Carlos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one more thing in screen share, and then I'm going to see if there's any other questions, and then we'll probably call it a night. So let me do one more screen share. So we're going to share the entire screen, share that off. Getting the gist of this now. We're going to come over to my browser. So over at robsnetworkers.com, that's my one of my training pages, robsnetworkers.com. Check that out, because at robsnetworkers.com, in step E, if you have a blog, let's put it to good use. I have a link there. It says click here for details. This is a thank you page. This is a concept. So build a blog page like my Rob's Network and other pages that you've seen out there. We call it build your own networker site like Rob's. As you can see, it's a blog article, but I have links that are out there. This is a generic version. This can be personalized with your specific URLs, videos. So you can basically copy what I have and make it your own. So that's what good, good leaders are good followers. They take things and they run with them and they make them their own. Other examples are, I give you in this article, Rob's Networkers, my robgearing.com, Traffic Leads to Leverage, my Matrix Buster 2.0 that I did for Traffic Wave, or my Total Takeover blog, all could be used as thank you pages. Thank you pages that I can brand to me, thank you pages that you can brand to you. They could also be confirm pages. We talked about the difference earlier on the single and the double opt-in. I can also clearly now use my traffic leads to income VM over in my traffic leads to income VM back office, you know, in that yellow box, your thank you page URL. So that can work for me, okay? And again, it's just a matter of whatever specific autoresponder that you're using, learning how to configure that and looking at where the place is where you define what your thank you where your thank you and or confirm pages are defined. Some people basically use a lead capture page, one of our traffic leads to income VM lead capture pages, and the thank you page is the sign up page for traffic leads to income VM. I think that's really clever. So you go over to your affiliate toolbox, it gives you all your links and URLs. Your affiliate link is your referral page, but your sign up link, if I click on that, so I can have the lead capture page that goes to the sign up page. So your lead capture page speaks to kind of in a minimal fashion what your offer is, and you know, it can kind of segue right over into a quick sign up for traffic leads to income VM, because that's really the idea. We want people to opt into our list, join our traffic leads to income VM, so they become from a list member to a downline member, and they get trained. And they get trained the way you want to train them and the way I want to train them. So we're working on additional things that will allow you to customize this program a little more. My original version of Traffic Leads to Income gave you a more customizable downline builder. I'm relooking at how to bring that back. Versus being able to block things you don't like, being able to add things that you do like, being able to make it more yours. So that's one concept and idea that's out there that we, with some programming, we can bring that back. We just had some learnings from the original version that created some problems with the program, database-wise and things like that. So, looking at a smarter way of doing that, I may have to approve, you know, those downline builder entries. So a lot of people completely put crazy stuff in, but certainly we want you to bring in your folks, feel comfortable that we're training as a team. You have the position as the sponsor to bring them to your primary business that you define in your profile, to the autoresponder of your choice, and like I say, down the road, being able to customize that downline builder a little bit so they're able to follow in a little tighter formation with you. Because the idea here is to build your list first before building my list. We're just working as a team and we're helping each other through mutual success, but we want you to be recognized as the leader of your team, and that's how success is made. So this is a good example of a thank you page that can work. You know, your sign up page for Traffic Leads to Income VM. And then basically any blog article, any web page URL can be a thank you or confirm page. You can make videos and, you know, put them on a splash page or a you know, or a video on a blog article, and it can be autoplay. So they fill in the form, they hit submit, and hello, thank you for confirming. I want you now to, you know, click the link right here and fill in that form and join me in Traffic Leads to Income VM and upgrade and start the 7 steps of success and join me in Acme, my Acme, you know, my Acme generic, I don't want to give any specific company names, but my primary business, my network marketing program, and you know, let's succeed together. But one of the things that you will always know with us is that the idea is that this is training for you. This is training for you to bring in leads and train these leads to be very successful members of your primary business and things that you're associated with, and that they have success, and then they bring in people that have success, and it's a generation after generation success story. And if you're building a network marketing MLM team, that's what it's all about. It's duplication, and we have it here. So again, just to recap, we're looking at adding a mini autoresponder. We're looking at more personal customization that'll make this more in tune to everything that you care about and are promoting out there, and it's only going to get better. So I ask for your your patience. I ask for your support. I ask that you come back every Sunday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And at this point, I'm going to come back in and see if there's any final questions before we close out the Hangout for tonight. So let me find my way back into the situation here and turn off the screen sharing. And I'm back on camera. So it looks like, thank you, Rebecca. She says, great job, everyone. Sorry, want to hear this launch a TTO. Okay, not sure if they're going to talk about that, but maybe they are. So let me know in the Skype group if there's anything going on at over there at TTO. Okay, good, Rebecca. Thank you. Okay. So anything else? Nick asked, Rob. Oh, we already talked about that. I think we covered everything. I'm trying to see if the new questions are at the bottom of the screen or at the top of the screen. So it looks to me like, for the most part, they come into the bottom. So I think we covered everything. I wish everybody a good evening and happy marketing this week. And see you next week. Thank you very much. And I am signing out. Good night. And thanks, Carlos and Ken, for your great support and information that you provided. Good night.